Hi everybody, I am Dhatri Patel. I am here to present my project NIOS2 architecture that can execute dot product in factorial. Now NIOS2 is a 32-bit computer architecture which is developed by Altera. It is the second series of NIOS architecture. The first series is of 16-bit. It is a soft core RISC architecture, which means that it doesn't require individual fabrication. It can implement it in any FPGA-based processor. Due to its unique features, it is now world's most popular FPGA-based embedded processor. So let's talk about its architecture. NIOS2 is a 32-bit RISC architecture. It is like MIPS but some different instruction format. NIOS2 is a Harvard architecture, which means that it has different data memory and instruction memory. Both are separate. All registers are 32 bits, even instructions are of 32 bit and address data path all are 32 bit. It consists two parts, data path and control path. Apart from that, due to its various functional units like register file, ALU, exceptional controller, it forms the foundation for NIOS2 instruction. Now, as we said that it issues different 32-bit address. It means the possible range are 2 raised to 32. So, depending upon type of operand, it has different addressing mode like immediate mode, register mode, displacement mode, register indirect mode, and absolute mode. So all instructions are 32-bit. So NIOS2 has mainly three types of instruction. It is I-type instruction, J-type instruction, and R-type instruction. So depending upon operand, like I-type instruction, in which it is one of the operands are immediate operand. So an R-type instruction, all operands are registers. Moreover, J-type instruction, it is used when there is a jump instruction or branch instruction taking place. Now as you can see that all instructions have 6 bits are of opcode field. Now to execute this instruction, it is necessary to show that how this instruction flows. So NIOS2 has 5-stage pipeline structure for it. So 5 stages are instruction fetch, instruction decode, instruction execute, memory access, and write back. So here is the diagram of it. Now instruction fetch, it is the first stage of the pipeline where it consists of program counter and instruction memory. So program counter consists address of the current instruction. So to find out that at particular address which instruction is stored, for that, it goes to the instruction memory, and that address for that instruction will be stored in instruction register. Parallelly, next PC will be updated by incrementing the PC by 4, as all instructions are 32-bit. Now, instruction register, now these will go to the instruction decode stage, at which instruction will be decoded. So from instruction register, registers will be fetched to register files to find out which registers are used in instruction. And in case of immediate I-type instruction, in 16-bit immediate field, we go to sign extended to make it 32-bit immediate. Now, they will go to the execute. Parallelly, next PC will also go to the execute stage. Now, in execute stage, instruction will be executed, at which particular operation will be performed in ALU depending upon the instruction, as well as if there is a branch instruction, the branch will be taken place and then it will jump to the particular address and go back to PC. Now back to the ALU. In the case of load instruction or store instruction, it is necessary to use data memory. So in the memory access stage, data memory used and it is stored into load memory data. So finally, in write back stage, result will be stored and result will be stored back to the register file. So it is all about 5-stage pipeline. Now to implement all this structure, it is necessary to design component like program counter, instruction memory, registers, data memory, ALU. So for that, it is necessary to design all of these components in Verilog. So I have implemented code in Verilog. So here is the benchmark program of dot product where register R2 and register R3 will go to vector A and vector B respectively, and result will be stored in register 5. Now here is the corresponding NIS2 program. By simulating this code, I can get the waveform like this. So you can see that it shows different stages: instruction fetch, decode, execute, memory stage, and finally the write back stage. Now to remove data hazard, there is a data dependency in our program. So to remove that, I have added one store here. So data hazard is removed. Sorry. So all these intermediate operation will be performed and result will be stored in register 5. So here you can see that 38 hex its value. So likewise, dot product is implemented successfully. You can see that. Likewise, factorial, I also implemented factorial, but it shows some error in waveform. So it is all about my NIS2 architecture that can execute dot product successfully. It also removes data hazard and control hazard. So overall experience is very good, and I get knowledge of NIS2 processor. Thank you.